Narayana. Salutations to Parabrahma, Paramatma. Salutations to the Ishvara. Salutations to all Adhisthana Devatas. Let us salute humbly the Guru Tattva, the entire Guru Parampara, and the Gurus who are guiding us, all our Acharyas, all the Rishi Muni of past, present, future, once remembering them, extending gratitude, saluting them is always very good for us. So to remember the Shruti Mata in the form of Upanishads, Smriti Granthas, Puranas, Itihasa, words of Mahatmas, which are the continuous guidance, information as well as inspiration for us to live life fully, live life fully well for the higher, greater purpose. Minus all these five in you and I human life, there would have been no any progress or happiness. Remembering all of them every day is our kartavya. All the five means the Shastras, the Gurus, the Devatas, the Ishvara, and the Parabrahma Tattva. Before we study in our Upanishad, the two aspects today. First one is the general idea as we are seeing something or the other. It is knowing what to achieve, knowing what to do. We should learn the art of focusing on that doing continuously with less minimum importance given to anything around, especially the disturbances and distractions. The Hathi chale bazar, kutte bhoke hazar attitude. Kutte bhoke hazar here is small little disturbances, problems, troubles, dissatisfactions, things happening against us, all those things negatively. Positively also, some comfort seeking, some sukha seeking, some bhoga seeking. Learn from the wife at home. But then the newlywed or 10 5 साल के बाद मेरी mother-in-law may be shouting, father-in-law may be shouting, husband may be shouting, none other. But she keeps smiling and does her work. A very matured housemaking lady, like our present government also. Every state is in opposition. They keep shouting what they do. The neighboring countries also nonsensical. They also try to demoralize us, do something all the time. But we have our vision for the nation. Keep on working on it. इन चीज़ों को कम से कम जितना जब बहुत जरूरी होती है तो we have to attend to them. Otherwise, what is to be done? Focus on that. Keep doing. That keep doing adat gives us strength, and not attending to them gives them the weakness. When we attend them, they become strong. When they are strong, the keep doing sadhana becomes weaker. The trick of the mind is that by distracting us, it weakens us. By bringing all nonsense into our awareness, it makes those things as if they are important and strong. Isn't it? And you can observe it. Like when you keep doing, the problem's aggravation appears to be halved. More intensely you do, it gets reduced. That trick we must know. Because sadhana is related to mana antakarana, subtle body. All problems are of the body or the outer world. They gross. उसका वैल्यू दो तो ट्रबल करेंगे, नहीं है तो छोड़ देंगे. It is not escapism. We do our duty, responsibility. Mainly, we are talking about things which are not in our control and things which are not important but keep on occurring in our life in the form of some thoughts, some fears, some anxieties. क्या जरूरत है इन सब का? जानते हो लक्ष्यम? Yeah. Know the path? Yeah. Go moving. Why do we give chance to the every troubling thing of the mind? You know that Bailgadi, how many jerks it gives, twists it gives. Roads are not made. Those days मिट्टी वाले फिर भी चलते रहते, खेत जोतने वाले. It is not a smooth ride to jotna khet, but they keep on doing it. There's nowhere smoothness in the world. Smoothness is in our performance. It goes on jerking for any reasons, in number of reasons, uncontrollable reasons. That is the way it is, that's it. Not knowing it, we give attention to more to them, and then less to the work. Like, in our childhood we saw, 10 बच्चे घर में, everybody will shout. That is nature of child. But the mother will do her work. जो बनाना है नाश्ता, lunch. She is on her work only. If she, like today's world, one child crying, the whole family attends to them, and they forget the work to do. इतना सेंसिटिव एंड सेंसलेस होते हैं आजकल. इन आवर चाइल्डहुड रो रहा है, रोने दो थोड़ी देर, गला खुलेगा. They will do their work. Even Yashoda Ma was doing her own work. Krishna was shouting, Amma, she did not. Then he broke the pot and all. And that's okay. This is one thing. Focus on the work in hand. Smaller problems go away, bigger problems will become smaller. Whichever they are obstructions. Art it is, we have to learn. Second one is the matter, the prakriti, which is the biggest of the problem obstacle. We should learn the art of being friendly with the prakriti. Understood? Like some of the semi-enemical nations to us. So we just be friendly with them and get our work done. We become inimical with them, then काम बिगड़ जाता है हमारा. And it is easy to get attached to things means it is very easy to become inimical. Isn't it? The beauty is what? You can't avoid that person being enemy because it's not in your hands. But still you can do your best to be friendly and get the work done. See, our EMA has gone to this Iran, that country, this country. How they strike the oil business and other business. किस इतना इंटेलिजेंटली करते हैं देखो. Actually देखा जाए, all our bordering countries are inimical to us. The recent ones are these Nepal, the Bhutan, and all of them also. But then that relations are maintained such a way that the life should go on, the trading should go on, mutual help should go on. Isn't it? Same way, friendly behavior with the nature. That is how we can make it help us rather than through conflict, assuring that the nature wins and we lose because it is very powerful. So, like the nature of Tamoguna. So, friendly means what? The body needs some 6-7 hours sleep. Wo de do. Instead of that, I want to sleep only 4 hours. 3 hours I want to do sadhana. Then not only those 3 hours, the remaining 17 hours also we suffer. Or 14 hours. Because of the failure. Because nature is powerful, we must know. Isn't it? Whether it is our own personal nature ka hai, the nature in the world around का है. एक सर्दी आई तो है, कभी लंबा लगता है सर्दी, 1 महीना हो गया सर्दी कम ही नहीं रही है, सूरज हमने नहीं देखा, है ना. अब पूरा नॉर्थ इंडिया more than 1 month, the fog and dhund, he is making the life as if difficult. No, that is how it is. It has its own purpose. You accept, you negotiate, manage. So this is the second thing. Third is what now? Continuously we need help in the form of words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of guidance, words of consolation, isn't it? Who will give them to us? Our well wishers, our gurus. Are they there or not? Yeah. Are they ready to give us the required this quota or not? Yes. You know where is the problem? That our stupid special ego, that we don't want to receive any of that encouragement, inspiration, idea. We say मेरे को पता है, तुम्हें बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. This attitude we don't express is outside. The thing that we don't attend the classes, satsanga, itself shows that we don't want to listen to anybody's higher guidance or any inspiration. That means it is ego, which is very difficult to understand, very difficult to understand and accept that it is the enemy, and very difficult to accept that it has to be, controlled or quieted or reduced. And through the surrender, we have to really surrender doesn't mean totally surrender. थोड़ा कम तो करो. मानो ना कि आपके वो श्रेय अभिलाषी है, मानो कि उनका गाइडेंस अपने जीवन के लिए अच्छा है. What is the need of that ego and prestige? Nowadays it is too much, so much that the neighbors don't help each other. Why neighbor? Brother don't help each other. Why brother? The wife and husband don't help each other. Very funny nature. Nature is going on of ego, highest level. Brother, sister, चिल्ड्रन देखो, हमारे बचपन में तो कितना काम ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स करते थे. यू नो माय सिस्टर यूज्ड टू डू ऑल होमवर्क. होमवर्क मीन्स ड्राइंग वाइंग जो भी है थोड़ा. अदर्स अदर ब्रदर हेल्प. अब ना दिस फेलो सो ईगो, आई डोंट वांट एनीबॉडी. अब सड़ो फिर. स्पिरिचुअलिटी आल्सो. No guru's guidance we want, no Mahatma's guidance we want, no scriptural guidance we want. Then why? Only ego it. सड़े रहता हूँ मैं अपने ही बेवकूफ़ी में. And what is our thing? No knowledge, no inspiration, no clarity of purpose of goal, slave to all the upadhis, slave to the outer world, living a very meager, wretched, lowest life. Just oozing away the day, every day passing, without any little satisfactory good thing done for the world or duty or sadhana. Egoistic fellows. That is a big enemy. We have to know it. We have to just reduce it. Ultimately, देखो, yesterday we saw, the father knows the son is in his own ego of studying from the Shastras. Therefore, me said कि मुझे जो बताए बताता हूँ, जन सुनकर यथेच्छ से तथा करो. The Agnivesha is telling to Karunya. Telling is my response. Arjuna का ego भगवान ने जाना, but he asked for guidance. Then Bhagavan gave all guidance, never insisted. Yathecha se tatha. So finally it is you or I who has to decide and live life. Spiritual or non. That is okay. But at the time of receiving the guidance, at the time of receiving the required inspiration, at the time of getting that encouragement, we have to be quietening our ego. ये आर्ट हम भूल जाते, इसकी जरूरत हम भूल जाते. Some people conquer this aspect. Listen, come to up to the level of listening they come to. But then accepting, उस लेवल पे ईगो होता है. तुमने कहा मैंने एक्सेप्ट करता हूँ. It's only clash of ego. There's no need. अरे तुम कहो मैं कहो, it is a fact. It helps you when you practice. Why ego? तुमने कहा ना तो then we don't say outside, but inside that ego is there. It says let us not do it because somebody told who is enemy to us or less lower than us or lesser than us. In the acceptance inside there is again ego comes. Practice level का तो ego है ही. मैं जो चाहता हूँ करूँगा, चाहे दुनिया कुछ भी कहे, I will not change. The meaning of not realizing the self or doing sadhana or growing life, in spite of so much of learning, is at the practical level, it is a strong ego. जो मैं चाहता हूँ मैं करूँगा. समझ गया, लेकिन करेगा वही. That is again another ego. He does only what he wants or likes. It's a ego. It's a prestige. I don't want to change. See, they like the example of the smokers and drunkards. Their ego, हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे आप कुछ भी कहो. They listen all counseling, etc. So too, we are addicted to a vichitra life of samsara. We are so strong in our ego, we don't want to leave it. So these two, three things when we are careful. First of all, knowing the goal to be reached, pakka. Second is knowing the sadhana and just keep on doing it, not valuing, bothering about the variety of obstacles that keep on coming. एक एक चीज को अटेंड करते जाओ. You will not be able to move a step ahead. वो सेट होते रहते हैं अपने आप ही. Keep doing. The beauty of life is keep doing what is to be done. Like we are doing our classes. Come what may. I know we keep on doing so. Problems are coming, obstacles are coming, discouragements are coming, they are going. But काम तो हो रहा है ना. Every day we are doing our study. Same in the higher level. This is minimum thing of keeping doing. The little higher is keep doing your study at home. Higher than that is keep doing the contemplation of the thing. More higher than is keep doing the meditation. But keep doing is the secret. First one. Second one is nature. Friendly with the nature. Fight not. It is like that what to do. काम होना है. Because nature control करना is not a goal. It's only a means. Goal is Paramatma. So even sometimes stooping to conquer also is an achievement. You know, India does this with a small little countries. They don't have any ego. छोटा भी हो तो उनको भी दोस्त बढ़िया है. वे नेचर को प्यार करना है. नेचर का भी एक रेस्पेक्ट देना है. It has to be accepted. It is like that. Always find the means for solution, not fight with the problems much. There is a little hairline difference between these two. And like wife and husband fighting. Don't focus on the problem. She doesn't listen to me or he doesn't listen. He does whatever he wants. What's the solution? Apply on that. Apply the mind. Solution what? First balance yourself. Second, see how he may be made to know how to convince him. स्पिरिचुअलिटी में भी ऐसा ही होता है. द नेचर को स्वीकार करके उसके अनुसार चलना होता है. एक उम्र होती है लड़ने का. लाइक सर्दियों का एज अप टू 35-40 यू कैन फाइट. नॉट विदाउट स्वेटर में घूमूंगा एंड ऑल. बट वंस यू क्रॉस ए एज लगती है सर्दी शरीर को. अब मैं भी ऐसे जवान की तरह रहूंगा. अरे जवानी में बूढ़े थे, अब कहेगा जवान. Isn't it? We have to know the limitations. Focus on doing sadhana. One or two, these are all continuous. Doing what is to be done, followed by friendly being nature. Third one is this one. ये तीनों को साथ में करना है. And the last one is the ego. So keep inspired. Let others inspire us. Let others help guide us. Seek it. Ask. अब दिए तो भी हम नहीं ले रहे हैं. हमारा तो मांग मांग कर लेना होता है. Very interesting initiatives. In this way, we have to make our lives every day a good offering to the self in us and the God, filled with performances for our sadhana, for our achievement. ये होना जिंदगी. So, this is one thing today. Second aspect is today is 26th Jan, the Ganatantra Dina, the Indian Republic Day, 1950, January 26. तो From today onwards, our country is made, the republic and all. You know those things. What I suggest, recommend is to you, ourselves also and to our next generation है, पहले तो ये दो गाना सुनाना है. एक तो दिल दिया है जान देंगे, है वतन तेरे लिए, बहुत बढ़िया है, वेरी डीप. Second one is that recently declared Indian song of army or Indian song of our whatever it is, क्या नाम दिया मेरे को नहीं पता. इट्स अ वेरी इंस्पायरिंग. एक एक सेंटेंस सुनना है उसमें, है ना. ये मेरे वतन के लोग है ना, जरा याद रखो कुर्बानी एंड ऑल. There's really sentences, you know, कि they just ready to live the life for the nation. है ना. हम यहाँ होली खेल रहे, वाला गोली खेल रहे थे with full inspiration, saying भारत माता की जय. They get up, shoot to other enemies, and then collapse. I tell you now, for spiritual sadhana, there is no higher, greater inspiration than this song. Same way we have to, you know, उन्होंने लाइफ का ही वैल्यू नहीं किया for the sake of nation. Forget about safety or security or comforts or the bhoga. ये तो नीचे चीजें है ना कंपेयर टू द लाइफ. लाइफ है तो ये सब होते हैं. मरूंगा लेकिन देश के लिए काम करते हुए, ऐसा जीवन होना है. I'll die for the sake of my sadhana while doing sadhana. Not that afraid of death and not doing sadhana. And living for what then? For bhoga? शर्म नहीं आता. है ना. जब अंत समय आया है ना. वंडरफुल ना. आपको देकर हम जा रहे हैं वो सब. आई डोंट नो, मैं तो सुना हूँ लेकिन कैसे याद रहेगा. याद रखने वाला गाना, मैं बाय हार्ट करूंगा उसको. है ना. दैट 1962 वार चाइना के बाद, आई थिंक, हिस्टोरी नहीं पता मुझे, बिकॉज द करेज, द डेयरनेस, द लव फॉर नेशन, रेडी फॉर गिविंग द लाइफ फॉर इट, है ना. अटैचमेंट मदर फादर वाइफ और चिल्ड्रन, कुछ भी नहीं इससे भारत माता. Unparalleled is that. Like that, there are deeply touching songs are there of 1960s 70s. ताजा ताजा था ना, स्वतंत्रता मिलकर 20 साल 30 साल हुआ, तो खूब जमकर होते थे. सिनेमा का तभी तभी शुरू हुआ इंडिया में. सो दे टुक चांस एंड ऑल पैट्रियट्स, दे जस्ट स्टार्टेड राइटिंग दिस गाने. दमदार. अब के भी है, no doubt, but that time का ना, if you can explain that meaning with bhava to children. I tried. Almost all Hindi patriotic songs I gave satsangas in schools and colleges and in camps. In my youth camps, every camp will have two patriotic songs as the songs to be learned as well as meaning should to be known. They were very touching, very beautiful. At least 10, 12 camps we had. So for the youth, they have to be given. Anyway, they are knowing by themselves, पर उनको बता भी दो ना, ऐसे गाना आज के दिन कम से कम सुनना है. सो ये वतन है ना, ऐसे भी गाने हैं. मेरे देश की धरती है. So many things beautiful are there. One is this one. Second is giving the example of Ramachandra. जननी जन्मभूमिश्च स्वर्गाद विगरीयसी अभी स्वर्णमयी लंका न मे रोचते लक्ष्मण. I didn't find it in Valmiki Ramayana, but कहाँ है I don't know. Neither in Adhyatma nor in Tulsi. Somewhere it must be there. In other Puranas and somewhere. तो कहीं ना कहीं तो होगा वो. राम जी का कहना. वाल्मीकि में तो हमने पूरा पढ़ा. It was not seen. But somewhere it is. There Rama's Matru Bhakti, Matru Desha Bhakti. है ना. In this na, sometimes I really love, respect the NRIs. Out of some mind's majburi, they went there and settled for money, comfort. But they always long for the nation, India. They are ready to give money to our country. थोड़ा भी हम नहीं देते. हम we are selfish fellows. खुदगर्ज. They said NRIs give so much money and all. अभी राम मंदिर में मनी इतना बरस रहा है कि यूपी का टारगेट 1 ट्रिलियन half the time they are going to achieve. No? How many crore? Maximum NRIs. They respect culture, value. See, देखो weaknesses अंदर के होते हैं. Nobody is a Mahayogi, Mahagnani. The spiritual concept itself is not thoroughly understood. And what to talk about practicing it? While practicing it, no, all the negativities go away. When we try to send them away. तो दूर की बात है. But basically by nature, they love nation, they love our culture. They contribute. Better than we, the native people, stay here. हम तो भोगी बन गए, आलसी बन गए. Good, no? This is one thing for the youth today's day. And any other local language वाले, beautiful. In our mother tongue तो बहुत सारे देशभक्ति गीत सुंदर सुंदर, बहुत, कम से कम 20 तो होंगे जो very inspirational, with different speeds and tones and tunes. You know, one song of Alluri Sita Ramaraj is very famous Telugu mein. Telugu Veera Levara Diksha Bhuni Sagara Deshamata Svecha Kori Tirubatu Chera. So powerful it was. पूरा दे आंध्र प्रदेश को हिला के रखा था वो गाना. This one thing. Second is very, very essential, which we miss. Convey these 4 or 5 things to our children, youth. First, foremost, why we lost that freedom, why we became slaves, whether it is to Mughals or the Britishers, the French or Dutch or Portuguese. हमें फ्रेंच गधे लोग भी तंग किए थे. नाउ द फ्रेंच प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज द चीफ गेस्ट टुडे. है ना, फ्रांस का ये शायद इस बार. अमेरिका वाला मला मैं नहीं आ सकता, बेटा 88 का हो गया, वो 85. So, why did we lose freedom? One thing we have to teach them. Base, because ना वहीं से तो पता चलेगा कि क्या करते रहना, क्या नहीं करना, not to lose. Because prevention is better than cure. Why we lost freedom? We must know. More important. Second is what? How terribly they enslaved us. The Rakshasas, all of them. How terribly they troubled, they plundered, they looted, they killed us, they massacred us. Dusting, तभी जाकर ना वो खून जो है ऐसा जलेगा, जाकर के फिर किसी को चांस नहीं देंगे हमारे यूथ. We must know how we were tortured, our mothers, sisters, all of that were troubled by them. बताना चाहिए उनको. Mainly how our thousands of temples were destroyed. अब हम एक टेम्पल बनाया तो ये नालायक लोग, they are saying this or that. When thousands of our temples were destroyed, how much dukhi our Indians must be, how much our Hindus must be dukhi. उसका कोई खैर नहीं है क्या, बेवकूफ. हाउ मच हमारा दुख होता था, इमेजिन करो. मुझे तो कांगों में पानी आता है जब भी सोचता हूँ. हाउ दे हैव गॉन थ्रू दैट इन फ्रंट ऑफ देयर ओन आईज. द राम मंदिर तोड़ रहा है कोई राक्षस, ज्यादातर इसी एक राक्षस ने किया, और उसके नाम पे अभी भी रोड है दिल्ली में. We must tell them how Britishers ill-treated our Hindus, Indians, how the Mughals and all. They must know correct facts. Remember, we never talk wrong things. जो है वही बता. Third one, we have to teach them. Then, by inspiration, with so much sacrifices, how our India again got the freedom. वो वाला भी बहुत हाईलाइट करना. अतिवादियों के कहानियां, मितवादियों के कहानियां, ये एक अलग ही वो स्विंग था. Going on from 1857, 90 years, 1757 it started, or 1857 to couple, from then onwards, लगातार लगातार. And from 1910 onwards, the मेरठ वाला नॉन कॉपरेशन मूवमेंट से लेकर those 37 years, every day was, everyone is doing one thing or the other. है ना. with whatever minimum resources they had. It's not technically, scientifically grown times they are. है कि नहीं? कोई पत्र छपना है देशभक्ति के लिए, दैट इटसेल्फ इज ए ह्यूज टास्क. कहीं जगह जाना है कुछ करने, यू टू इन्फॉर्म समवन, इट्स नॉट लाइक एसएमएस व्हाट्सएप, एक क्लिक करो 10 लाख पीपल हैव नोन इट इन 1 सेकंड. ऐसा नहीं था ना. इमेजिन हाउ मच दे माइट हैव गॉन थ्रू द स्ट्रगल्स इन एवरी ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. टू टू इंस्पायर द पीपल, टू एकत्र करो उनको, बाप रे, ग्रेट वर्क डन. रीजनल लेवल में, नेशनल लेवल में, mainly those who were in the remote villages and all, their work has to be highlighted. जो ऑलरेडी हाईलाइटेड है उन्होंने भी किया है, बट इतना नहीं कि दूसरों को भूल जाए, है ना. We should know the real workers of the Bose and Patels and all of them. They have worked, the Bhagat Singhs and all. There's so many like that. Not this Nehru and all. ये तो भोगी थे. They enjoyed the nation for 16 years after the freedom, doing nothing for our culture and dharma. 16 years is such a huge time. Every temple would have been restored. Whole country should have made Sanatan Dharmi. तो दस्ट अब तब से अब तक नहीं कर रहा है वो लोग, करने नहीं दे रहे. सी, they didn't even come to Ram temple. देखो, you must know, this should be enough for you to know how they hate our Hinduism and Ram. बुलाया, फॉर्मेलिटी के लिए भी नहीं गए रे बाबा. हाउ कैन यू वोट देम देन? शर्म नहीं आता. ये एक वोट भी नहीं गिरना है उनको. बट द अदर्स हु सैक्रिफाइस द लाइव्स, whether it's Jallianwala Bagh, Kaho, every one of them. Our youth should be 6 months trained in all these things. Then from 1947 फ्रीडम से लेकर अब तक क्या क्या हो रहा है, थोड़ा सा ब्रॉड विजन उनको देना है. ट्रू डेवलपमेंट दैट हैव हैपेंड, and the other things, again, the people who have suppressed, etc., the policies. This fourth aspect also is very, very essential to be taught to the children youth. But the more important in all these four is the fifth one. What is that? Have vision for the goal, for the country, for the future. Work towards it. क्या चाहते हम अपने देश को आगे, कहाँ ले जाना चाहते हैं, किस किस क्षेत्र में क्या करें उसके लिए. These 5 things are taught. Why we lost freedom, how we were enslaved, how it was struggling and sacrificing with so much of patriotism which brought us freedom. Since then till now, what has happened? Then future, what do you want for the nation? What is your contribution? Every time, question one is, what's your contribution? Don't be a pseudo philosopher. कल कोई बंदा कह रहा था अभी भारत हिंदू के सारे संत लोग, they should tell about India and in Sanatana Dharma to all. I said, अरे बेवकूफ, हम जान से ज्यादा ही मेहनत कर रहे हैं. It is your job, the Grahasthas, now to take the torch. I told him, yeah, last 4 years I have done 6,500 classes at an average of 7 classes, 6 classes per day, 7.5 hours. What can I do more than this? What have you done for me? Tell me. क्या कर रहे तुम मेरे इस मेहनत को हेल्प करते हुए? अब इससे ज्यादा मैं क्या करूं? यही कर सकता हूं मैं. So many Shastra satsang I am doing, struggling only, whole blood and sweat and all that. But you don't help and you tell me again to do. अब मैं क्या करूं इससे ज्यादा? Like that, every Santa is doing his own way. अब you take up, you put it on our head, you बेवकूफ, खा के पी के सोते रहते सारे गृहस्थ लोग, संसारी, भटकती हुई आत्मा. You mind it, you take it, you help us. Let us do together. It is everybody's job, whether it is spirituality, religion, and the nation. Nation includes its culture, its traditions, its bringing up. Nation is neither the mitti or the jameen nor the people, but the culture, the learnings, the tradition. है तो वो सारा इस दिन याद करना चाहिए। And truly, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Maleja Sitalam, Sasya Shamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyosna, Pulakitayaminim, Pulla Kusumita Drumadada Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadura Bhash, Sukadam Vardam Mataram. ऐसा माता को बनाकर हमें वंदना कर। सोटू जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्यदा पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जल तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्यदाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय हे। है कि नहीं? ये तीनों बातें, तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा। With your Shubha Nema, I get up in the morning. Tav Shubha Ashish Mange, I take your blessings, inspiration. Gahe Tav Jaya Gatha, I sing your victorious glories and I create victories for others to sing the glory. Like that, beautiful. You know, thoda mixed up hai. It is in Hindi or Sanskrit, I don't know. I also have not gone through, but we must. So too, once more, we all have to study the constitution, latest. We have to underline what are the shortcomings that are there. It has to be edited. मैं तो कहता हूँ ले लो वादा कि हिंदू बना दो भारत माता को, नो सेक्युलरिटी, हिंदू सेक्युलर कंट्री ऐसा कर दो, बेसिकली हिंदू, then okay, secular others also allowed to stay. We don't push them or kill them or destroy their prarthana mandiras like the other countries do. So Desha Bhakti, Sanatana Dharma Bhakti, Sadhana, all of them have to inspire us. And the truth ultimate is the ultimate goal with which there is no compromise. बोलो भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम निधये सर्व विद्यानां विजये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोध विचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकमिदं भव शंकर देशिकमे शरणम्। ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मबोध सनातनम विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति एकता अस्मिन् कार्ये निष्ठितानां दिग्विजयार्थं विशेषतः भारत मातु भारत संस्कृतेः भारत महिमायाः विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा सर्वे विश्वे स्थिते देशाः सर्वे भारत मातर गौरव अवाप्त्यर्थम् अनेकानेक शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री ऐतरेय उपनिषदः ऋग्वेदान्तर्गत आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम मनस्तावतमः शान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छटा शरदिन्दुनिभाभाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम्। ओमथ श्री ऋग्वेदान्तर्गत इतरेयोपनिषद शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयात्। ओम वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनोमेवाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणिस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि अरुतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु मामवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पारायणं जस्ट द्वितीय अध्याय फ्रॉम द मंत्र नंबर 3 सह अस्य अयमात्मा पुण्येभ्यः कर्मभ्यः प्रतिदीयते अथ अस्य अयम् इतर आत्मा कृतकृत्यो वयोगतः प्र एति स इतः प्रयन् एव पुनः जायते तदस्य तृतीयं जन्म तदुक्तं ऋषिणा गर्भेऽनुसन् अन्वेषाम् अवेदम् अहं देवानां जनिमानि विश्वा शतं मा पुर आयसीः अरक्षन्नतः शेनो जवसा निरदीयम् इति गर्भे एव एतत् शयानः वामदेव एवमुवाच स एवं विद्वान् अस्मात् शरीरभेदात् ऊर्ध्वोत्क्रम्य अमुष्मिन् स्वर्गे लोके सर्वान् कामान् आप्त्वा अमृतः समभवत् ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, let us chant third mantra of the third adhyaya. ओम एष ब्रह्मा एष इंद्रः एषः प्रजापतिः एते सर्वे देवाः इमानि च पंचमहाभूतानि पृथिवी वायुः आकाशः आपः ज्योतिंषीति एतानि इमानि च क्षुद्रमिश्राणि इव बीजानि इतराणि च अंडजानि च जारुजानि च स्वेदजानि च उद्भिजानि च अश्वाः गावः पुरुषाः हस्तिनः यत्किञ्च इदं प्राणिजङ्गमं च पतत्रि च यच्च स्थावरं सर्वं तत्प्रज्ञानेत्रं प्रज्ञाने प्रतिष्ठितं प्रज्ञानेत्रो लोकः प्रज्ञाप्रतिष्ठा प्रज्ञानं ब्रह्म ओम शांति शांति शांति. Friends, Atmajnana was given in the up to second mantra in the discussion of all those modern sadhakas, jignasus, mumukshus and viragis. Which Atma to be identified? That Atma. Okay. Who is the Upalabdha? For whose Upalabdhi? All these Antakarana with its vrittis is existing or expressing or present. That one Atma has to be the Atman to be identified with, even though all these are the Atman alone. Be careful about this listening. Today, these 10-15 minutes of our talk will be very crucial regarding Vedanta. After that way, seeing the Atman in us, the whole world also, same Atman, be attentive. Seen through the Upadhis as if conditioned by the variety of modifications. The Upadhi as well as modifications, both are superimposed on it. Why? Because if the Upadhi and modification are real, the self or the reality, Paramatma, should have not been the same again and again all the time. Like the waves are the modifications superimposed on the water. The wave is not really reality. If yes, then water should have not remained as water again because it got modified into wave. But the water is remaining as it is. Then what's the position of the wave? It's a superimposed modification, not real. Now the $1,000,000 point is what? For millions of lives or years, because of our attention given, value given, importance given to the superimposed, it gathered value, importance, and reality. And the unfortunate thing is what? That is the cause of all struggles, all miseries, all limitations. What is that? The upadhi and giving reality to the upadhis. That's the cause of all misery. And all miseries go away when we recognize the truth as the truth, the reality as reality. This small thing को समझने के लिए हमारे मन बुद्धि को, for how many lives we have to listen to the spiritual knowledge, the Vedanta, the Shastras. Even though the clarity comes, even that again we forget and go back to the old ruts of giving importance to upadhis only. फिर से thing is very small, but how correctly, deeply you have understood and you are stuck to that point. That is what the Rubu Gita is telling. That is what many prakaranas tell us. You are not this, you are that. You are tat tvam asi, tat tvam tvam etad na asi. You are not this, Baba, you are that, you are that. You understand? Mhm. Where are the ornaments in the gold? There's only gold, no? No ornament there. नहीं नहीं ऑर्नामेंट है नहीं है है क्या है तो फिर मेरे को मुझे गोल्ड दे दो और तुम ऑर्नामेंट रख लो. Just think about it. If this example clicks to us, the ornament is existing in its own absence, and the pure gold is seemingly absent in its own pure existence. विचित्र है कि नहीं बात? The existing gold is as if absent, never present ornament is as if existing. It should click, that's all, at that very moment of listening this sentence. नहीं तो फिर वो मूड बनने के लिए फिर कुछ साल लगते. It should click, the rocket should become successful in taking the satellite. मिस हो गया तो फिर और 3 साल लगते हैं उसका फिर से तैयार करने. That is what they say. Now one has recognized the water. Where are the rivers, oceans, waves, clouds? Now one who recognize the mud. Where are the pots and gamlas? Where are they in reality? They are not there in reality. So they are there in imagination. But given reality, and we suffer. Simple. Janma jara roga mrityu rahita atma. Janma jara roga mrityu yukta upadhi. The Atman with these qualities of no Janma, no Jara, no Roga, no Mrityu is reality. The Anatman with this Janma, Jara, Roga, Mrityu, Rupi, Samsara is unreal. And yet we give identity and value to this and not to the other. This is what we have to sort out. First we should recognize, diagnose where we are going wrong. Correct it there. Vedanta is correcting the mistakes. Mistaking of not seeing the rope as rope, and double mistake of taking the snake, and triple mistake is giving the snake reality. Fourth is forgetting totally that there is something called as rope, the substratum. इतने सारे गलतियां कर कर फिर से खुश रहो तो कैसा होगा? Like right food is not eaten, junk food is eaten, irregular is the diet, heavy food is eaten, zero exercise, not even walking done. Then you want to remain healthy. Murak, how can it be possible? The one who follows all this, even at the age of 80, 90, will be healthy. The one who never cares, 35, 40 में हो तो हो जाएगा फिर वो बूढ़ा. In the same way, so simple it is. Contemplate on these examples. Water alone is there all the time. These things of waves, bubbles are superimposed. Enchanted by that waveness and water bubbleness, the importance is it is gathering in our heart. That importance is growing to such an extent that the water is forgotten. We started playing in the bubble. Bubble को बनाया, उसको तोड़ दिया. Wave जन्म ले रहा है. We have started celebrating it. Wave growing, we started enjoying. Wave started decaying, we started becoming irregular. Wave died, we felt अरे मर गया अरे. अरे the water को देखो वो तो never born, never dying. But anything in life, no, when it is so regular routine, उस पे इंटरेस्ट कम रहता, और जो आकर जाता है ना एक्साइटेड, उस पे हमारा इंटरेस्ट रहता है. दिस इज अ माया. घर में रेगुलर रहने वाले our family members, they are of तिनके भर का भी वैल्यू नहीं है for us. But some funny nuisance creating, somebody comes, the son-in-law, the useless fellow, some of them, then you do such a hangama. उसको ऐसे आरती उतारते हैं कि पूरा देश का रक्षा कर रहा है. He is a useless, good for nothing fellow. स्पेशली द ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन. जब था वो बेवकूफ कुछ किया ही नहीं, अब हॉस्टल में डाले उसको, थैंक गॉड. और जब आता है घर उसके लिए क्लास भी छोड़ दे. अब किया क्या उसने कुछ. एग्जाम्पल. In life, that which comes and goes gives excitement. The one which is permanent is not value. Like our class, going on, going. Therefore, people have understood. Swami को काम धंधा नहीं, करते रहेगा वो class करके, they don't even come. I was appreciating. Yeah, you have resisted powerful enough, not to attend even one class when 6,000 classes are done. Really, you should be given the most. Yesterday the award ceremony था ना, award तो मार्च में देंगे, announcement हुआ. You should be given Bharat Ratna or Padma Vibhushan only. The greatest of highest asatsangi. Because satsang नहीं आ रहा है तो असत्संगी बोलना चाहिए. Isn't it? See how people can keep away out of concern, out of some obligation, out of some respect, out of gratitude. किसी भी कारण से सत्संग एक एक में आ सकते हैं ना. All those people, I just get fed up only now of them. Kick them out of the mind now. Kicked only. And what we are doing is not a selfish job. शास्त्र का ही कर रहे, अध्ययन कर रहे, अच्छी तरह ही कर रहे. Trivials become important in life, and that which is permanent, the truth reality, nazarandas. This is a trick of the mind that has to be conquered. So here also, tvam pada shodhanam के बाद अब वो त्वम में जो परमात्मा है, he alone is there as a substratum behind all this. More specifically said, he alone is there in the form and name of all this, to such an extent that they don't exist independent of this Paramatma. Rather, Paramatma alone is in the form of them. See, interesting in our Hinduism, no? Worshipping rivers, mountains, trees is the first sadhana. And incidentally, worshipping trees, mountain, rivers is the last also. At the last level, it is not sadhana, but it is an anubhuti. First level, why it is sadhana? Because we have a bhoga buddhi towards them. Therefore, we are totally relating it with it such a negative fashion, by which we are spoiling our minds first. Therefore, when we respect all of them, because of that, our attitudes become purified. Then, keeping that world away, we inquire. On the name of the Lord, we have respected them. Who is this Lord? What is his nature? In this inquiry of that, we discover the Lord. When the Lord, the divinity is discovered, he is found again to be anywhere and everywhere. Therefore, everything what I see is his own expression. Therefore, again, worship. The earlier worship is out of ignorance for wisdom. Now worship is out of experience and wisdom, that everything is divine. है ना. गौ माता का पूजा पहले अज्ञान से ज्ञान में आने के लिए, बाद में सब सुनी विद्या विनय संपन्ने ब्राह्मणे गवि हस्तिनी सुनी चैव शुभाके च पंडिता समदर्शिना. सब में पंडित परमात्मा. सम मीन्स परमात्मा. सम है परमात्मा का नाम. समस्तम विभक्तांग स्निग्धवर्ण प्रतापवान इन वाल्मीकि रामायण. सो सब भगवान है, बता दिया ना उसमें. So in this way, our inner makeup has to become that of trying to see the divinity, and go on seeing the divinity. That's it. Because there is nothing other than divinity. All are projected. Reject the projected, accept the reality. Practice it for yourself. Therefore, whatever I am saying is divine only. It can't be otherwise. But one more important is what that divinity, not at the slogan level or shastra level, उसकी परिमिति नहीं होना है, should be experienced. Main point is it. For that only those 2-3 lives of pure meditation. Understood? Through 3 lives of pure meditation only to realize the knowledge, self or the divine, which you have intellectually understood. उसके बाद it's not an effort to say that everything is divine. It is not a smruti that यार भूल ही गया मैं ये सब भगवान है कहने का, है ना? अरे क्या है, भूलना थोड़ी है, इसे अनुभूति टू नो. When I experience the self inside me, then everything is the self that experience is there. Then the saying will be from the अनुभूति. There is no struggle, there is no झूठ बोलना. जैसे मैं हम झूठ ही बोल रहे, अनुभव आने के बाद ही सत्य होता है. अनुभव के लिए बोल रहे. Okay, now let us see this mantra with Bhashya little bit today, tomorrow more. Okay, Saha Eshaha Pragnana Rupaha Atma. Okay, Saha Eshaha Pragnana Rupaha Atma. Here Pragnana Rupaha Atma is Prakarshena Janati. That self which is attending to Antakarana. Thus seeing all modifications of Antakarana. Though he is not influenced by them, yet there is subject object, seer and seen. Difference अभी है कि नहीं है. Therefore, he is Brahma Aparam. Not Param Brahma is. Point 1. Again I am repeating. Saha Eshaha Pragnana Rupaha Atma. That this Pragnana Rupi Atma. What is the Pragnana Rupa here? Which is knowing the Chitta's variety of vrittis of Sangnyanam, Vijnanam, Ajnanam is are. Variety of the vrittis are there, all of the Chitta. उसको देखने वाला जो प्रज्ञान रूप आत्मा है वो देख रहा है. Still there is duality of seen and seer. Therefore it is Brahman but aparam. Point 1. Point 2. That apara Brahma alone is sarva sharirastha. They are very much in every of the body. He is called as Pranaha, that is the total level का समष्टि का हिरण्य गर्भ प्रज्ञा आत्मा. तो प्रज्ञात्मा अलग है. तो महावाक्य में बताएंगे प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्म अलग है. In that prajnanam brahma, there is only pure prajnanam consciousness. Here prajna atma means an individuality having the prajna of all the chitta and its vrittis. So प्रज्ञात्मा प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्म, प्रज्ञात्मा प्रज्ञानम ब्रह्म, दोनों में फर्क डिफरेंस पकड़ना. प्रज्ञात्मा इज द समष्टि सूक्ष्म स्थूल शरीर अभिमानी हिरण्यगर्भ stationed in everybody's heart. That is what is ईश्वर सर्वभूतेन उद्देश्येन तिष्ठति. ब्राह्मयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि माया. So he is functional, he is working. He is a master of all upadhis, but still he is a master. The upadhis are under his control. That dvaita is still there. But what is the final thing? The prajnanam brahmavala. Where there is pure prajnanam alone is there. None of these देखने वाला दिखने वाला, this duality, although is not conditioned by it, although is not in that samsara, yet still there is duality. The prajnanam brahma is a brahman, the goal which you have to realize. प्रज्ञान आत्मा is the समष्टि level में सबको देखभाल करने वाला हिरण्यगर्भ स्थिति. That is what he says. सह एषः प्रज्ञान रूपः आत्मा ब्रह्म अपरम सर्व शरीरस्थः प्राणः and prajna atma, not prajnanam brahma. Okay. He alone antakarana upadeshu anupravishtaha. Entering into the antakarana upadis. Example is given. Jala bhedagata surya pratibimbavat. Jala bhedagata surya pratibimbavat. Now 3 stages. Pure Brahman is different. Hiranyagarbha is different. Now Hiranyagarbha ki baat ho rahi hai. He is the one who, like the Surya, in the different waters and different pots, gets reflected differently. Same way in different antakaranas, the Hiranyagarbha is differently reflecting. Depending on each of the antakarana, the reflected Hiranyagarbha is different. Pure Paramatma दूर है. So, कि अंतःकरण उपादिषु अनुप्रविष्टः जलभेदगत सूर्य प्रतिबिंबवत्. Then Hiranyagarbha Pranaha Prajnatma. He is called Hiranyagarbha. In some places called as Pranaha. In this text is called as Prajnatma. First one. Sabrahma जो बताया वो वाला. So Brahma means Hiranyagarbha there, who is reflecting in all individualities. Behind Hiranyagarbha is pure Brahman. Now Esha Eva Indraha Gunat. Gunat means Idandro Namaha, all that of the earlier mantra. Or making simple, Shankara Bhagavan says Devarajova. Devataon ke Raja Indra is nothing but in that Antakarana Upadhi, the reflection of the Samashti. Brahman is beyond. Brahman is that untouched state of one without second, pure prajna. Prajnanam Brahma. Okay. Please remember, from the Prajnanam Brahma standpoint, he alone is there. But from the expressed standpoints, we have to consider the presence of one conditional expression at the total level, and he alone is expressing in every of the individual upadhis. Here it is Devarajova or Esha Prajapati. He alone is Prajapati. Yaha Prathamajaha Shariri. ये जो प्रजापति कौन है? The Virat Purusha, the gross first expressed, about whom we started talking at that time. Yataha mukadi nirbheda dvarena agnyadaya lokapalaha jataha sap prajapati esha eva. That Prajapati is that he Virat Purusha. When the Paramatma thought of creating all the devatas and things, he took the mutti from the water, then he made an anda. From that, the avayavas were coming. From those avayavas, the Adhisthana devatas were coming. Before the Adhisthana devatas came out of it, that Andarupa, whatever is there, is called actually Sthula Samashti Sharira. It's called Virat Purusha. That is here called as Prajapati. Because from him only the Prajas keep coming. Go. Then, ये अपि एते अज्ञादयः सर्वे देवाः एषः एव. So even the Agnadi Devatas also, all of them are the Antakarana Vritti mein reflected that Samashti only. Parabrahman is beyond all these things. This is a little differentiation. Keep in mind. Then Imani cha Sarva Sharira Upadana Bhutani Pancha Prithvyadini, all of that also the expression of that alone. In this way, Sarvam is the expressed thing of the Paramatma. Paramatma is beyond the expression of everything. That should be our goal. So all what are the other things which are also the expression of same will be discussed in our tomorrow's topic. Then we will be left with one shloka last one for our study in this Aitareya Upanishad. ठीक है, कल देखेंगे. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. परमऋषिभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. ओम तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Remember these four things. Four. Pure Parabrahma, Ishvara, Antaryami, Hiranyagarbha. Pure Parabrahma is Ekamevadvayam Brahma, Satyam Jnanamantam Brahma. When he remembers and identifies and wants to use his own infinite Maya Shakti, is called as Ishvara. That Ishvara alone, while creating and after creating, is there in every of the beings. That is the state of the Antaryamitva. That Antaryami only, that Ishvara only, when it is a Samashti, Sukshma Sharira, for him to express, he at that time is called Hiranyagarbha. Samashti Sthula Sharira is called as Virat. And the same one who is in the cow Deha, called as cow. Manushya Deha is called as Manushya Ityadi. And then the relation between Samashti Vyashti we should know. पहला व्यष्टि व्यक्त होता है, वो समष्टि व्यक्त होता है फर्स्ट. फ्रॉम द समष्टि ओनली द व्यष्टि एक्सप्रेस. Therefore, in between, from the व्यष्टि to the समष्टि level also we have to understand. To the व्यष्टि level to the समष्टि level, समष्टि to the अंतर्यामी, अंतर्यामी to the ईश्वरा, ईश्वरा to Parabrahma. Parabrahma immaculate, untouched, is beyond. But with his Shakti, he himself expresses as Ishvara. And that Ishvara, when it becomes practical to express Antaryami, that Antaryami only subtle grass, whatever the Antakaranas, whatever, in that he reflects. Intermediate stages, this Ishvaratva and Antaryamitva, before the world gets manifested, which is in front of us. Just keep in mind, little contemplate, reflect करने से more clarity will come. Thank you. Om Shanti. Oh, wonderful. Thanks. Jai Bharat Mata ki.